think life is very humbling, honestly. And I say this in a sense of, as human beings, oh my. Anyway, I'm shooting from my iPad, by the way. I did not have the strength to set up my phone. It is Saturday afternoon, and I'm just choosing to relax today and, you know, unwind and just relax, chill. But I think life is very humbling. As human beings, we face our different problems in life, and sometimes it can really feel very consuming. So consuming that we forget that at the end of the day, we are just human beings, right? And sometimes it takes a certain kind of problem that is out of our control to kind of remind us that we are, at the end of the day, human beings. And before we are reminded about how human we are, we forget also to see other human beings as human beings as well. It is until we are put in a certain situation that I believe we begin to see other human beings as just mere human beings that also cannot control life. I find life to be very funny because we live in a world where we think we are in control, but in actuality, we're not in control. And the moment you realize that, the more humble your approach to life would become. And I say this because we find ourselves in situations where we feel like we know what's best until we realize that we know nothing. Right? And I realized that yesterday. There's something I'm fighting for, right? And it took me being human to realize that even what I am fighting for and my stance in what I am fighting for is not necessarily the best outcome of the situation. Maybe it's the second best outcome, right? But it's not the best outcome. But the moment I realized that, I had to go to God and had to be like, God, I surrendered this problem to you, right? And so life is just very funny. Life is just so funny. And the moment we begin to feel at peace with the outcome, the easier it gets. The moment we begin to let go of the outcome, the easier it gets. The moment we begin to master ourselves, the easier it gets. And I think the only thing I want to say is, and the take home is, that we are still just human beings. We're still just human beings. And so there's a need to be kind. It's so important to be kind to people. It's so important to care about people. And I say this because we can be so consumed with our own problem that we forget that the next person also has a problem. And some of us have definitely said it before when we hear, oh, someone has a problem. Oh, me said my own problem, pass that one, I beg, make I. But should that really be your approach? Should that really be your approach? Or should you just be kind to everyone? Like even the Bible says, laugh with others when they are happy and cry when they are sad or something like that. We're all just human beings, my dear, living in a world full of problems, full of trials, full of unexplained or unexpected outcomes. How we gravitate is what matters. And that's it for my YouTube video. I said I want to post every Sunday. And this is me posting every Sunday. It doesn't matter how I post every Sunday or how I look when I post every Sunday. I am posting every Sunday. That's all that matters. So it's all love over here. And if you're facing a problem today, I really pray that the peace of God would envelope you. I pray that you're able to draw closer to God in that problem and realize that you really need God, and you really need to place that problem in something bigger than you. And at the end of the day, you're just human. You can't really worry about everything. Is that eye bags I see? Hey guys, I'm just 23 and I'm going through eye bags. So you guys shouldn't mind the way I look. I'm just chilling. Alright, have a nice rest of your week.